How are you doing today? We are going to be going over another top 10 under 10, and today it's going to be about Eevee. This comes from a comment on my last video from Rocket Rupal. He wanted to see the top 10 under 10 of Eevee, so we're going to go ahead and get into that. If you have a Pokemon that you want to see, let me know down in the comments and I will go ahead and shout you out and do a video on that Pokemon so we can see the top 10 under 10 of that. But let's get right into it. Before we do though, I am wearing my Eeveelutions t-shirt to represent Eevee in this video. So let's get right into it with number 10. All right, at number 10, we have the Eevee Promo. The one I have on the list here is the Eevee Stamped one. This one is especially in the Battle Arena game, so it kind of helps you learn how to play the game. But it's got a little Eevee stamp in the corner there, so I have that at number 10. It is pretty cheap. It goes for a little over $1.50, $1.64 I think it was. So it's definitely a lower end card, but we're looking for Eevees under $10, and this is definitely one of them. So at number 9, we have another Eevee promo from Sword and Shield. This nice hollow Eevee. I love the background, the coloring with the Eevee. It's a really beautiful card. And I just love that hollow pattern in the background. You can get this pretty cheap, $1.77, definitely under that $10 mark, and it's really just a nice looking card. And at number 8 is probably my favorite Eevee card off this list. I put it at number 8 because the value is not near where the top cards are. This is the Eevee from Brilliant Stars, the Trainer Gallery. Again, just like the Pikachus, the Trainer Galleries just don't get love. I love this artwork. Eevee looks like they're having a blast. It's just a beautiful card, and you can get it for a steal. $2.17 for this beautiful art. I don't know what it is about these Trainer Galleries. I love them. I guess not everybody does, but it's a beautiful card, and it definitely belongs in the top 10. And now, at number 7, we have our first vintage Eevee card, and that is the Eevee from Team Rocket. Now, I love vintage, obviously. This is what I grew up with. This is a pretty nice looking Eevee. I wish this was a holo. It looks like it should be, but it is just a common out of Team Rocket. This card, it is a first edition also at $3.02. I love how they just made such a lovable, cute Pokemon look just a little evil for Team Rocket. It's a great vintage card, one that I definitely want in my collection, and definitely one you can get in your collection nice and cheap at just a little over $3. Now at number 6, we have the complete opposite looking Eevee, and that's that cute Eevee that we all know, chasing a butterfly in a field, and that is the Eevee from the Jungle set. Another vintage card. This is another first edition. You can get this card for $3.44. Any kind of vintage is great, especially first edition. As I said in the last video, you definitely want to get that added. You can get 2 vintage first edition Eevee cards for under $5, and that's just great. I love this card. It's one of the first Eevee cards that I had in my collection as a kid. Definitely want to get this back, and actually I think I do have this card in my collection now. I have a little bit of vintage. I want to get more, but definitely one if I don't have, I'm going to get soon. And at number 5, we have yet another Delta Species Pokemon coming on one of these lists, and that's the Delta Species Eevee. This card goes for about $3.75, actually $3.76 I think is what it was at. It's a nice looking Eevee card, another vintage card, great to add to your collection. I don't have much to say about this art. It's not one of my favorites, but it is an Eevee card under $10, but a great steal. All right, we are at number 4, and that's going to be another promo Eevee. There's been a lot of promo Eevees on this list. Eevee's one of those Pokemon that everybody loves, so you got to put those promos out there to get people to grab the sets. But this Eevee, it's a pretty cute little Eevee GX from Sun and Moon. Goes for about $5.35, so well under that $10 threshold. And it's a nice looking card, definitely one If you love Eevee, get it in that collection. Nice and cheap. All right, so we have made it to the top 3. But before we get into those, I just want to thank you guys if you're still sticking around. If you enjoy this kind of content, let me know down below what Pokemon you would want to see in the next list. Hit the subscribe button if you're somebody that's looking to collect on a budget. That's what this channel is going to be built around. I'm not going to be pushing the super expensive rare cards. I will have some videos on those and how to get them at a good deal, because I want to help you collect on a budget. I want to help you save money. So that's my whole plan with this channel. But let's get into number 3, and that's going to be the Radiant Eevee. And now this is another promo, but from Pokemon Go. The Radiant Eevee goes for $5.92. That's not too bad for a pretty recent promo. Pokemon Go never got a ton of love. I personally liked it. Not one of my favorites, but it's definitely a good set out there, and it's nice and cheap to get a hold of right now too. So now that we are at number 2, we have an alternate art promo card of Eevee. It's 101A. This card goes for about $7.84. I personally didn't know there was alternate art promos until I made this list and I saw this one. So definitely something I want to get into my collection. I don't think they're very common. If they are, let me know down in the comments. I haven't seen anything like that before. But definitely something you should add to your collection, especially if you love Eevee. Now, at number 1, we have yet another promo card for Eevee, and that's another Eevee GX. This time, I personally like this artwork a lot more than the one that we had at number 4. It's kind of a little action shot of Eevee. Got some nice background, some mountains in the background. It's a really nice card. I love this card. Definitely one I'm going to be adding to the collection soon, because my wife loves Eevee, so you know, gotta get some stuff for her too. But it's a nice card, under $8, definitely under the $10 mark. And honestly, I wish Eevee got some more love. Some of these cards are really, really nice. And you know what? It's better that they are at the lower end, because that means we can get them cheap. So after looking at these top 10, you can get this starting collection of Eevee for under $43, $42.85, according to the TCG marketplace, TCG Player marketplace. A great deal for these 10 cards. An awesome start to your collection if you're just starting out. Maybe you're just starting out collecting Eevees, whatever it is. This is a great way to get it started. So let me know down in the comments what Pokemon you want to see next, and I hope to see you guys in the next one.